Hello everyone, today we will learn about linear applications of op-amp. In our lecture series, in lecture number 5, we have seen that what is inverting amplifier and non-inverting amplifier. So, first linear application of op-amp is op-amp as a non-inverting amplifier, and second is op-amp as a inverting amplifier. But before starting these 2 points, very important concept is there which is known as virtual ground concept, because we have to use this concept while deriving the formulas for the linear applications of op-amp. So, virtual ground concept. What is that virtual ground concept? So, for this we have to consider one op-amp. So, this is inverting non-inverting terminal. So, this terminal is suppose grounded, this terminal is here we are applying one resistor, then here we are applying input Vi, this is Ri, and then this is feedback resistor. Okay. So, this is one circuit. This circuit is nothing but the inverting, because here input is applied to the inverting terminal of op-amp. So, here this terminal, which one, non-inverting terminal, is grounded, and this node at inverting terminal which connects to Ri as well as Rf, which connects to Ri as well as Rf. So, by virtual ground concept, potential of these 2 points are same. That means, this non-inverting terminal is grounded and this potential, suppose at point A, is also considered at 0 potential by virtual ground concept. So, why this happen? What is virtual ground concept? Let us see that. So, virtual ground is a ground which acts like a ground. It may not have physical connection to the ground. This property of an ideal op-amp indicates that inverting and non-inverting terminal of op-amp are at same potential. The non-inverting input is grounded, for the inverting amplifier circuit as shown in this figure. This means that inverting input of op-amp is also at ground potential. Like this, inverting, this is ground potential and this is also ground potential. So, therefore, virtual ground is a point that is at the fixed ground potential, suppose it is of 0 volt, even if it is not practically connected to actual ground or common terminal of the circuit. So, open loop gain of op-amp is extremely high, as we know all that open loop gain of op-amp is extremely high. Typically, its value can be this one, okay, for IC 741. When suppose when output voltage is 10 volt, we are taking one example. So, when your output voltage is 10 volt and input differential voltage VID is equal to given by VO upon A. So, VO is what? 10 volts. Gain is what? 2 lakhs. Okay. So, what will be your VID? 0.05 millivolts. Okay. Furthermore, open loop input impedance of IC 741 is about 2 mega ohms. We have seen this point, that input impedance of op-amp is maximum and it is 2 mega ohm for IC 741. Therefore, an input differential voltage of 0.5 millivolt, the input current is given by I suppose your VID is the difference voltage divided by Ri. So, what will be the value? VID is 0.05 millivolts and divided by Ri is 2 mega ohms. So, what will be your current? Current flowing through input terminals will be 0.25 nanoamperes. Okay. So, here we are getting current up to 0.25 and here we are getting VID up to 0.05 millivolts, which is very small, small. Since input current is so small compared to all other signal currents, it can be approximately considered as 0. For any input voltage applied at inverting input, the input differential voltage VID is negligibly small. As shown in here, as shown above, VID is very small and input current is also ideally 0. Hence, inverting input of a figure acts like a ground potential. Okay. So, if we see this terminal is what? Inverting terminal and this terminal is non-inverting terminal. As this is at ground potential, your non-inverting terminal is also at ground potential, though they are not physically connected, but their potential is approximately 0. The term virtual ground signifies a point whose voltage with respect to ground is 0 and yet no current can flow into it. That is why virtual ground concept is nothing but the voltage at non-inverting terminal. Whatever voltage present at non-inverting terminal, same voltage will be presented at the inverting terminal of op-amp. Okay. So, this is about virtual ground concept. So, this concept we have to we will have to use in the linear applications of op-amp. So, in that first linear application of op-amp is op-amp as inverting amplifier, op-amp as an inverting amplifier. So, for this, in the lecture 5 we have seen its circuit diagram, how it should draw, but again we will draw here for calculation of its gain. So, here inverting amplifier, you have to draw op-amp, then this terminal non-inverting terminal should be grounded, then your input resistor R1, then this terminal is V1, this terminal is V2, then input V in is applied here, then feedback resistor RF we have applied here, RF. Okay. And now we have to see what is the gain of this inverting amplifier. So, main thing, when you apply V in, current I1 flows through R1, okay, and this at this node it is divided, here it is IB1 and here it is IF, it flows like this. As input impedance of op-amp is very high, this IB is approximately 0, but before that we can write I1 is equal to IB1 plus IF, but input impedance of op-amp is very large. So, IB1 can be approximately equal to 0, that is why I1 is equal to IF. Okay. So, what is I1? I1 is nothing but V in minus by KCL, we can write here I1 is equal to V in minus V1 divided by R1 equal to IF is what? V1 minus VO divided by RF. So, V1 minus VO divided by RF. Now, here we have to use virtual ground concept. By virtual ground concept, here V1 is nothing but equal to V2. So V2 is at ground potential, that's why V1 is also at ground potential. So apply this in equation number, suppose this is equation number 1. So apply this in equation number 1. So it will be what? V in minus V1 is 0. So we kept it as 0 divided by R1 is equal to V1 minus V0. V1 is what again? 0. So minus VO divided by RF. Okay. Then we have to calculate gain, that is why gain is nothing but the output voltage upon input voltage, VO by V in. So we consider this minus RF upon R1. So gain of op-amp in inverting amplifier can be written as A equal to minus RF by R1. Okay. So this is about the inverting amplifier. So we can also write it like this: VO is equal to minus RF upon R1 into V in, means your output voltage get amplified by this gain, that is minus RF by R1. Okay. So one example first we will see for this. Suppose there is an example given like this: for an closed loop inverting amplifier, your RF is 10K and R1 is 1K, 1 kilo ohms. Okay. Determine AV. Then simply you have to write down this formula, as circuit is what? Inverting amplifier. So AV is equal to minus RF upon R1. So RF upon R1, that means minus 10 upon 1. So your AV is equal to minus 10. This is the closed loop gain of your inverting amplifier. As gain cannot be negative, that is why here your AV is written as 10. Okay. Negative sign indicates that the inverting mode or 180-degree phase shift obtained at the output with respect to input. Okay. So this is about inverting amplifier. So in exam there may be questions like this. They will either give you gain and you have to design it. So for designing you have to consider one, suppose for example they have given AV is equal to 10. Okay. And design an inverting amplifier. This question is there in your exam. Then for designing, first of all you should know the circuit diagram. So always while solving designing sum, you have to draw the circuit diagram. So this is inverting amplifier. So non-inverting should be grounded. Then there is R1, then input V1, V in suppose, then RF. So this is our circuit. So for designing we have to required these circuits, these components RF and R1 and op-amp. So what is given? AV is given 10. Okay. And what is the formula for an inverting amplifier? AV is equal to minus RF upon R1. So what is RF? Here we have to consider here one resistor value. So suppose I am considering R1 is equal to 1 kilo ohms. Put the values here and calculate RF. So this is 10 equal to minus RF upon 1 kilo ohms. So your RF is equal to what? 10 kilo ohms, and resistor cannot be negative value, that is why RF is equal to 10K. So always after completion of this, after calculation of this, you have to put the values in the circuit. So R1 is what? 1K and RF is what? 10K. This is designing sum. This question may come for 5 marks in your exam. Okay. So this is about inverting amplifier. Then next will be op-amp as a non-inverting amplifier. Op-amp as an non-inverting amplifier. So for this again same, first you have to draw the circuit diagram. as many times you draw the circuit diagrams, it will be practice for you. So, after certain period, certain revisions, you can draw on your own, you do not need to look here and there. Okay. So, while studying, always draw diagrams. So, suppose this is this circuit is non-inverting amplifier, right. So, for non-inverting amplifier, input should be applied to which terminal? Non-inverting. There is no input at inverting terminal. So, that is why this should be grounded. Okay. Here we are making input V in and this should be grounded. Then baki RF and R1 components should be same. So, this is VO, this is R1, this is RF. So, this is non-inverting amplifier. Then again here also we have to calculate the gain of the circuit. So, for calculation of gain, again we have to apply KCL. So, for KCL, here we have to you have to draw current directions. Current directions, as your feedback is there and input is applied to non-inverting terminal V in, output will be at pin number 6, this is pin number 2, pin number 3, at pin number 7 there is plus VCC, at pin number 4 there is minus VEE. Okay. So, for current directions we can draw like this: feedback resistor IF, through output feedback current will flow through the inverting terminal. Okay. And then it is again here is divided. So, directions can be like this. So, this is your suppose I1 and this is your IB1. Okay. So, write down by KCL what happened: IF equal to I1 plus IB1, okay, by KCL. So, as input impedance of op amp is very high, your IB1 is approximately 0. So, we can write IF is equal to I1 here. Okay. So, IF again from the circuit diagram we can write VO divided by this point we consider as V1 suppose. So, VO minus V1 by R1 equal to I1 is what? I1 is flowing through R1. So, V1 minus this is V1 terminal. Okay. So, V1 minus and this is grounded. So, V1 minus 0 divided by R1, V1 minus 0 divided by R1. Okay. And here instead of R1 here is RF. So, this happened by mistake. So, here it should be RF, VO minus V1 by RF. Yes. By now virtual ground concept, by virtual ground concept, if you observe the circuit diagram by virtual ground concept, this terminal voltage is V in, okay, and this terminal voltage is V1. So, as V in is applied at this terminal, okay, it will be same to V1 by virtual ground concept. So, that is why your V in equal to V1. So, put this value in this equation. So, what happened? VO minus V1, that means VO minus V in is equal divided by RF equal to V1 is nothing but V in. So, V in divided by R1. So, solve this and finally, after solving, suppose V in by R1 equal to VO by RF minus V in by RF, common take it as V in. So, it will be 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon RF is equal to VO by RF. So, what is the gain? Output by input voltage. So, VO by V in is equal to RF into R1 plus RF divided by R1 RF after solving. So, VO by Vin is the gain with the feedback. Therefore, AF is equal to VO by Vin. It is equal to R1 plus RF divided by R1. So, here RF get cancelled, that is why only R1 plus RF by R1. So, here AF is equal to 1 plus RF upon R1. This is the gain of non-inverting amplifier. So, VO is equal to 1 plus RF upon R1 into Vin. That means your input voltage get amplified by this gain and you will get output voltage VO. So, this is about non-inverting amplifier circuit. Now, if in examples they can give you designing sum or they can give you values, component values and calculate the gain as I given in the inverting amplifier. Suppose your gain is 10 and you have to design non-inverting amplifier. So, for designing you should know first circuit diagram. In circuit diagram which components are there? Externally we have connected to that op amp, that are RF and RF. That means you have to calculate RF and R1 values. So, what is the formula for gain? A is equal to 1 plus RF by R1, and here RF you have to consider one register value. Suppose I am considering RF is equal to 1K, the gain is what? My gain is 10. 1 plus RF I have to calculate, RF upon 1K. So, after solving you will get 9 equal to RF upon 1K. So, what is the value of RF? RF is equal to 9K. So, in this way you can design. In designing always you have to first draw circuit diagram and apply here register values whatever you have calculated. So, this is what non-inverting amplifier. So, input should be applied at non-inverting terminal as Vin, and your R1 RF are at inverting terminal, keep it in mind. So, this is 9K and this is 1K. This is the designing of your non-inverting amplifier. So, this is in this way we have studied about inverting and non-inverting amplifier as a linear applications of op amp. See you for next applications in the next lectures. Thank you.